Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. If you can't tell by the title on this video up on the screen right now, we're going to be talking a lot about use of force and how if you don't follow a lawful order, which keep in mind rules of policing, ask, make, or ask, tell, make, right? Ask, tell, make. What fell? That's fascinating. Anyways, let's get into it. Like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
You're right. Oh, now you're gonna run. Okay, yeah, that's probably good for you too.
Hey, pick that water bottle up you just threw.
If y'all want to sell water bottles, that's fine. Stay out of the streets though, because you got it's all over when we're walking. You guys are all y'all. Just stay out of the streets. Just stay out of the streets. That's all I'm asking. I'm telling you right now, they're calling us. I don't want to do something about it, right? Do you need me to? Do you want me to write you a ticket for impeding traffic? You're probably right. I probably should. No, you're right. You're right. Oh, now you're gonna run. Okay, yeah, that's probably good for you too. Keep it up. Okay. Okay. Have a good day. Have a good day. Okay. Well, you're the one that said write you a ticket. Now you don't want. Now you're gonna walk away.
No ticket. I can't even get a ticket. I'm a minor.
You really want to have a bet on that? I guarantee. Stay out of the roadway. Stay out of the roadway. All right. You want to deal with it? Out of the road. You too. You're in the road. Come here. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Stop resisting. You're gonna get saved.
You know, I want to say this out the back. If you were respectful and polite and said, oh, "Okay, officer, we'll devise a plan to sell better from without going into the intersection." So these kids are complaining that how are they going to sell water without standing in the street? Like the officer's just telling you not to impede traffic. Which all that means is that don't stand in the street and don't stand in the intersection. You could sell water from the opposite sides of the street and split up in two teams and actually cover more ground if you really thought about it. But the officer then these kids say, "Oh, you're gonna do something about it?" Like start shit talking the officer. It's like, okay, well, if you're gonna be an asshole about it, like the officer was super polite coming up, and it's like they just came right off the bat. Like they're just assholes. It's like at this point, it's like they're kids, but at the same time, if I talk like that when I was a kid, I get smacked upside the head to the point where I forgot what I said. That's the problem. Prison's full of kids that have never been smacked. That's a reality. They've never been taught right from wrong, and that's a problem. That's the problem. You got to teach kids manners. Say please and thank you, and use manners.
Stop resisting. You're gonna get tased. Stop resisting. You're gonna get tased. Stop resisting.
I'm not in the wall. I ain't in the wall. Stop. Get back! I'm gonna get tased. Get back! Get back! Get back! You're gonna get tased.
Stop resisting. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get back. Get back. Get out of the road. Get out of the road.
What's your badge number?
Get out of the road. Out of the roadway. Get out of the road. You want to get arrested too? Get out of the roadway. Get moving.
everyone's okay?
You know, if you don't want this kind of treatment, don't do illegal things. And if a police officer gives you a lawful order, just follow it. It's that simple. Because guess what? They could be selling water from the sidewalk too. They'd actually have more, like I said before, they'd have more coverage. So they brought this on themselves at a certain point. This is not police overreacting to teenagers selling water. No, he straight up said, "Look, just get out of the street. Don't disrupt traffic. I don't have a problem with you guys selling water, but I don't want to have to do anything about it." You know, like the officer said, that was his first thing. He came up was like a super cool, polite, chill. There's like, dude, just get out. Don't be in the street. You know, because they were in the street. Like they were in the street. Like it's somewhere you're not supposed to be. That's impeding traffic. Cars have to stop and move around them in the street. Like Jesus Christ, they're gonna get hit by a car. And then of course, there's always that one idiot that starts running his mouth and starts causing problems.
Put your hands behind your back. 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 Stop resisting. You're gonna get tased. Stop resisting.
It's an ad, yeah.
At Sea Cuisine, our chefs have elevated seafood.
Do you want me to go ahead and cancel the assistant?
What is you detaining me for?
If you
What
want
is
to,
you detaining me for?
I copy.
What is you detaining me for? What is you detaining me for? Ain't detaining me for nothing. What is you detaining me for? What is you detaining me for? Get off me.
Relax.
Why you got me handcuffed for? None of that. On mamas, get off of me.
Relax.
Why is I detained for? Why is I
I gave you a lawful order.
Why is
I told you to come here. You guys want to play games? This is what happens.
Why is I being detained?
I'm gonna hit record on the.
Why is I being detained? Why is I being detained? What we do? What we do? What we do? We do shit. This is not your investigation. And what investigate? What was your investigate?
Get out of the road. Get out of the roadway.
I got my bag. I need my bag.
I do it. You're like, hold on, like, what's up? What I do? What I do? Let me out. What I do?
He got my bag. I need my bag.
4152, or any units on scene at the crowd run, can you advise if fire is needed?
Oh, this is your bag?
It's a BB gun. It's
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Stop.
She had a freaking BB. She was concealing a BB gun in her. She claimed it's a BB gun. There's a gun in her bag. She's like, she has my bag. I need my bag. It's like, look, if there's a gun in your bag, even if it's just a toy gun, don't, because that's still like it's a like, so in some states it's still a crime to be concealing a BB gun, because people that use those all the time. Here, I'll give you a good example. This right here. Can you tell this is a BB gun? Because it's a BB gun. This is a BB gun. That is empty the entire magazine. Just everywhere. Fuck it. But that's a BB gun. It fires BBs. It doesn't fire real bullets. Right? But this is a perfect example. You can't tell this is a BB gun when someone's brandishing it in your face. You can't tell. That does not look like a BB gun. That is something you could get shot over. And that is something that looks like so real that if you use this to use it to, if you have it in your hand and you're pointing it at a cashier, they're going to think it's a real gun. Especially especially the farther you are away, and especially the more scared they are. But this is not a real gun, but it looks like a real gun, and that's just terrifying. That's the scary part. So it comes down to it, like, why are you carrying a BB gun? Because that looks like something you would be using for a crime.
Resisting.
I'm not resisting, bro. I'm not resisting.
You gotta.
Bro, get off of me, bro.
I'm gonna tell you one time. Do not resist.
There's a mute in the back.
Off of me, bro.
I don't think we do. There's no use of force being used. Other than
Fire. Cancel fire. I copy. Canceling fire. Disregarding fire.
good. Yeah. Hold on to her. We got a full car here. Hold on.
That's not bad. No, for what? For what? No. 15, what?
Hey, Lane, you want to go over there with Cress? Oh, stupid. Who rolls around with it? How old are you?
It's a BB gun.
Why would you roll around with that? Why?
It was in the bag. We just selling waters, bro.
God, that's my bag. I got you.
Crazy.
What did I drive? How did I stop traffic if it's a red light? Traffic can't stop.
Okay. We got two that refuse to get out of the road. So it's gonna be obstruction. It's a BB gun. It looks real.
That Mackay over there?
Huh? Yeah, figure out her information.
This is what refusing a lawful order will get you. It will get you arrested because disruption of traffic. I mean, they could have just said, "Okay, officer, no problem," and could have been respectful. But no, they had to go that route. They had to be stupid. They had to do something stupid because why would they not be doing something stupid? I mean, they're carrying around a freaking BB gun in their bag, concealed in their bag. They're doing stupid things already, and playing, and they're hanging around in this, and they're walking around in an intersection. I mean, come on, no.
Y'all taking everybody? Yeah, all right. That's what he was trying to get off his man. Right?
Yeah.
That came from the man bag?
Yeah, it's a BB gun though.
Okay, that's stupid.
Getting a degree at ASU is a journey that can take you anywhere.
He's still trying to get that off.
Man, you can step back to the sidewalk until we're done recording.
Get out of traffic! Step off to the side! Spread your legs. You ain't nuts on my legs. My legs been spread. I can't do that.
Oh, y'all clowning. Yeah, I ain't got none of them. Check me, I ain't got none of them.
We're gonna get there. You know your social?
My
Social security number?
nah.
Okay, what's your first name?
So one of his friends, stupid stuff here. One of his friends was trying to get the bag off of him because it had a BB gun in it, and they were probably using that BB gun to do some crimes. So then you got one of the friends using a BB gun. You got another friend using trying to get the BB gun, and another friend claiming the gun is hers. So now you got 3 people arrested because one idiot decided to mouth off to the police, and they're probably using that BB gun to do some not legal things. By the way, I don't know how much I can rant more on, but the screen froze. But anyways, there's been cases where teenagers have robbed people at gunpoint, and given where those kids were, I don't doubt that was what they were doing with the gun, because it was a BB gun. You may think, oh, it's just a BB gun. It's like, well, why were they carrying the BB gun? What were they using the BB gun for? That's the big question here. It's not a matter of, hey, we've had reports of teenagers robbing people at gunpoint. Well, that might explain it right there. It's not a real gun, but like I showed before, if you're sitting in your car and someone comes up with a BB gun that looks like this, if someone comes up with a BB gun looking like this and starts pointing it at you and then discharges some BBs which sound up into the air, that's to most people, they're going to see that as, oh shoot, that's a real gun. They just discharged BBs up in the air while shouting, get the fuck out of the car, get the hell out of the car. And that's a BB gun, at the end of the day. It's not a real gun, but it looks like a real gun. And that's the problem. That's why criminals use this, and criminals, and especially in countries where guns are outlawed, criminals use guns like this all the time. They'll use guns like this all the time to commit crimes, and it's not a real gun, but at the same time, it makes a loud pop. It discharges a round, and to an uneducated person that doesn't know anything about firearms, this right here is as real as it gets. To them, someone that has never held or used a firearm before, this is as real as it gets, and that's exactly it. But it's just a little BB gun. You see how small this magazine is? That's because it's for BBs. And when people have that on them, it's most likely because, well, they're not going out. Given like there's a small chance that they were going out into the canyon and shooting some cans, but more likely, because this is such a common thing nowadays, is young teenagers, especially from the hood, thinking it's cool to go go rob people at gunpoint and steal their car. There's been so many cases of that, and it makes way more sense that they're not actually using real firearms, that they're using BB guns. And that's also why you have to be 18 to buy these. And most people don't think, oh, I'm going to buy some teenagers a BB gun because they asked me to. They paid me like some extra money to. That's not a big deal. Well, then they go use that BB gun for crimes, and you don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not like it's alcohol or cigarettes. They're just going to shoot some cans in the canyon. Oh, well, here's the thing. They're not shooting cans in the canyon. They're pointing at people in traffic. Yeah, it's not good. It's like how you have to be 18 to buy dry ice because people were making dry ice bombs. Anyways, let's get back to this. But yeah, like you have to be 18 to buy dry ice and show ID, and they have to scan your ID.
How old are you, sir?
I'm a single unit.
Sit tight. You ever been in trouble or anything?
Single V1.
Ever been involved with the police at all? You're not gonna pop up in my system at all? Okay. You got did you ever get issued like a state ID or anything like that? ID card?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get that job, but I was gonna go get it. I didn't get that.
Okay. No, I'm just asking. Because it's just gonna be easier to pull up the picture in the system.
All right.
This one. No, you can go over there. We're not dealing with you.
I'm just trying to get the bag.
No.
That's my money there. That's my bag. That's just my bag.
Another person claiming it's their bag. Literally, like 3 people have been arrested over this bag. They were definitely using this in a criminal manner. They were definitely using this bag in a criminal manner. Definitely. They were definitely doing that because there's so many people trying to get this bag that has the BB gun. And I'm just thinking to myself, holy crap, yeah, they were definitely using that BB gun to rob, carjack people.
Don't give it to my little brother. That's my money. That's my check in there. My bread in there. You know, I get down. You gotta go to the car. Yeah, I gotta go in the mall. I gotta go to the car.
The bigger dude. I was trying to grab that thing out of there.
31.
About the leg?
The kid in the black shirt, yeah.
And
The bigger dude, yeah.
big black one?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
You don't know his name, but it's all.
I don't know his name. there?
No, you're going to jail.
For real? For what?
Yes, for obstruction.
Obstruction?
Yep.
For how long?
I don't know. It's between you and the judge.
What?
4150 unit
I
I told you guys multiple times.
You didn't, but-
step
but-
out of the
but
road.
look though,
Stop,
look
stop
though.
and listen. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you need
Now,
to
look
use
though,
it.
all right, can I talk to you though? Look.
Absolutely. Once I'm done explaining this, I told you multiple times, stay out of the roadway. As soon as I got out of the roadway to detain you to get your information, which I'm allowed to do.
All right, so look, you did.
So I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking. So once I tried to get your information, you continuously tried to remove your arms from my hands. That is obstruction. You are trying to.
Because why is you touching me for?
Because I told you guys multiple times, stay out of the street.
You did
What
not
did
tell
say?
me to my
I can't get a hold of you
I
because
was
you're a
right
minor.
there. I
Right,
was
that's
right
what
there
was said.
on
Then I
the
hop out
corner.
on you. Now all of a sudden
I
you're
did
not
not
doing
go in the
anything.
street. I was.
Look, this is what happens when God gives you 2 ears and 1 mouth, and none of them work right.
in the corner the whole
And you
time.
guys got
I
a
was-
replica.
You got 2 ears, 1 mouth, 1 brain, and none of them are working right. They're all broken.
Glock in the bag.
Like, what's up with female?
Female, she said the Glock was her, or the bag was hers. I didn't realize it was a BB gun at first because it looks legit. So
That bag
we
mine
can
though. The
just
bag
further
is mine. I'm gonna be real with you. The bag mine.
okay, it's gonna go with you.
All right, that's my money, my phone, my charger, my everything in there.
We got it right here.
All right, I need that. Hey, free me, y'all!
Other side, other windows open. He's got the AC going as well.
So many people are claiming this is their bag. And I feel like in the opening statement in the court case, they're going to ask the parents, whose bag is this? That would just be a solid move.
Your other window's open, the AC's rolling. I'm not rolling this down so you can yell back and forth.
I'm not yelling back.
No, you are, and I'm not playing the games.
Right there.
Okay.
Can you tell him to get on the button? If you tell him to call my mom, not call my mom?
No.
I can't call nobody.
Nope.
Wow, that's why y'all
I told you it was pretty simple. Stay out of the roadway. And instead of doing so, look, man, there's no talking to you because you're just gonna keep talking over me, so that's fine. So in doing so, all you had to do was say, "My bad, I'll stay off the roadway." You guys could have stayed out here and did your little hustle, but you don't want to do that. You want to be disrespectful. You want to keep getting in the streets. You want to throw water bottles at people. So no, I ain't playing the game no more. Going off, not interacting. 266.
Rest easy.
Yeah, so throwing water bottles at people, not cool. That's assault with that's assault with a deadly weapon. You throw a water bottle at people, that could get someone a concussion. That could hit someone in the head and cause a car crash. You know, you could throw a water bottle that goes in through someone's open window and they're done for. But you know, it's like, Jesus Christ, like what the hell? Like they're throwing water bottles across the intersection. They've been told multiple times to get out of the intersection, and they're not listening. And then they have the replica weapon, which, like I explained before, the dangers of a replica weapon is they are much easier attained than a firearm and have the same impact when you're pointing it at someone, yelling at them to get the fuck out of the car. So yeah, and there's been a lot of, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot, a overwhelming amount of teenagers, especially ones from like lower income areas. They have been involved in armed carjackings, and more times than not, it has been from like they got their hands on BB guns or airsoft guns that they painted or modified or removed the orange tip, and were using them in a illegal manner to rob people at gunpoint. And I don't think they were actually just selling water bottles. I think they were literally just using them as weapons, and I think they were trying to there was a bunch of kids just trying with a replica weapon and standing in the street making it look like they're selling shit. Like they had a grocery cart full of groceries too. Like that was weird. I think they may have actually been in the process of carjacking someone. That probably prevented the carjacking, but them mouthing off to the police, that's what escalated that whole thing. Not following a lawful order and mouthing off to the police. Like, come on. No. Not cool. Not cool at all. No. So yeah, that's what it ended up being. Anyways, when an officer asks you to do something politely, keep in mind that's a lawful order. You have to follow it. Otherwise, you'll see the consequences of not following the law. Especially when the officer's telling you, hey, get out of the street. Because hey, it's illegal to disrupt traffic in pretty much every state. So don't do that. Come on. Anyways, like and subscribe. I know like policing's not always the prettiest thing, but it has to be done. And in all reality, that replica weapon very well could have been used that day to commit a much more sinister crime than just disrupting traffic and throwing water bottles at people. Especially considering where they were standing. Someone pulls in to turn and there you go. But yeah, it's a huge situation where there was it's a huge situation where there's a criminal element to what they were doing. So yeah. Anyways, like and subscribe, and comment down below. What do you guys think of that? Have a rational discussion about the way that went down. I mean, they had an opportunity to be cordial, but they didn't. They didn't take it. The officer could have immediately just got out and said, hey, I'm going to place you under arrest for destruction of traffic. I saw you throw a water bottle too. That's assault with a deadly weapon. We charge you that. Nope. They didn't even get charged with throwing the water bottles. They just got charged with disruption. Anyways, like and subscribe.